Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka like Queen Lisa. And today, Johnny is joining us. We're going to be talking about all kinds of crazy things going on in the world. It looks like Barclays got kicked out of the Texas bond market. We'll get into that a little bit. Johnny said there's some Celsius news, and I watched Wonka with my family last night. And now I'm wondering if Trump's an Oompa Loompa. Orange Man. Thanks, Orange Man. Be right back right after this. Give us a like and share the video. Hey there, Johnny. Good to see you.
What's up, Lisa? How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to try to have good Wi-Fi. I've got backup and all kinds of things going on here. So I got a text this morning. I was woken from my dreams by Dr. Jim Welly. I had sent him some information on Friday about Barclays being kicked out of the bond market in Texas. And I was like, hey, he had done videos for me and my Patreon group and about his thoughts about how the banks are going to go down. It's going to be this bond market failure and how, nobody was buying the bonds and all this stuff. And I said, how does this play into the storyline? And so this morning he texts me and he says, hold on, I'll write it to you. I hear Barclays is declaring bankruptcy this week or next. And hello, Lisa Light Smile. He always has little pet names for me. I said, thanks. That made my day. And then I said, did you see that Saudi Arabia joined BRICS? That was the other thing that I saw. So there's a lot of noise around politics and even the Texas border thing. Yes, that's going on. But the real civil war, in my opinion, is these sanctions and these bank issues that are happening. Like Ken Paxton is kicking the banksters, which those are the real war mongers, out of Texas and saying you can't participate. And I think Sean told me, or somebody told me, that Texas's economy is on scale of like nations, like the 11th largest economy in the world, like above Brazil and all this. And so it's pretty significant.
Really significant. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. What about the Evergrande thing, Lisa? Do you know about that?
Yes, that's been going on for quite a while. They've been kicking it down the road, but then I heard, I think it wasn't that late last week or over the weekend, that they are not going to bail them out this time. They're not going to fund it, and that it should fail.
A Chinese court just ruled them bankrupt. They're not going to bail it out, and they have to liquidate, and they're being liquidated for $270 million. Wow. They were worth $300 billion 2 years ago. That's less than 1%. So all those bonds, it's just the value that was lost. Now they sold bonds all over the world, hundreds of billions of dollars worth of bonds. Lots of bonds were sold in the U.S. So I wonder what financial institutions had exposure to that. Then with all the derivatives, this whole thing is bigger than Lehman, much bigger than Lehman. This is going to have this has an impact all over the world. They're not bailing them out. I mean, this is massive. So we saw NYCB Bank. I think they went down yesterday. Or if they didn't go down,
they claim bankruptcy.
I don't know if they claim bankruptcy yet, but they're going down the tubes. They're on like a standing 8 count. Give everyone a boxing reference. Then you're telling me this about Barclays. It sounds like what we saw earlier in the year with the banks is happening all over again.
Mm-hmm. This is so okay. There's so much here to unpack.
There's a lot going on.
FTX is missing 400 million was stolen in a SIM swap.
Just keep buying this. Keep buying this stuff. Buy your silver. Buy your gold. We can debate which is better, silver or gold. I think it's about getting out of the paper dollar.
It is.
So I think that's the key thing to note.
It's going to go so fast.
Get into your hard assets. This stuff, this stuff's been money for 5,000 years.
Did you listen to Uncle Cliff's some of his recent Substacks? There were 3. There was like this Trivium, one about the banking collapse, and then I can't remember what the other. There was like 3 that he did in one day that he put out. And he was talking about a big shakeup or quaking on the West Coast. And he's like preparing his house for like an earthquake, whatever, talking about the faces of cliffs falling off. All this. Well, like our little homeschool group does a what's it called? A history lesson. We have memorization for the kids for every week. And on week 13, it was about the 14th Amendment. And it said it freed the slaves by making everyone citizens of the U.S., which we all know that's not true. It made us all slaves as citizens to D.C. or whatever. But then this week, it was tell me about tycoons. During the late 1800s, tycoons like Vanderbilt, Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Swift. Swift? I've never heard of Swift. And one of the things Uncle Cliff talked about was this masking going on in the language where they were using a word one way to cover up what was going on with that word that had a different meaning somewhere. And I was like, oh, okay. Is that what are they using Taylor Swift so much in the public right now to cover up something with the Swift system? That's really happening.
Could be. And then I throw off the language.
Yeah. Then I look up this guy Swift, and it's Gustafson Swift. Whoops. And the first thing I pull up is this weird poem about a dam breaking at Swift Dam. And it has some weird things in there about like GTA. Supposedly it was from in 1964 or something. But it's talking about the stuff that Uncle Cliff's talking about with the face coming off and this, like, it makes it sound like the bank's going away, but like the gold coming out and maybe the gold being released at one of these national parks or something. I don't know. It was very strange. And then we watched Willy Wonka and it all came together for me.
Okay.
So everybody's got to go watch the Wonka movie.
I gotta, I guess, watch Uncle Cliff's 3 Substacks first, then watch.
Yeah, you have to do the whole thing. You have to listen to the Substacks. And this Gustafson Swift, which some of the names are even, it's very funny. So in this Wonka movie, these 3 bad chocolatiers want to keep all the chocolate to themselves and not let the poor people have it. So they keep all the chocolate under the Vatican and they water it down. It's like, it sounds like the families, and then watering it down and using it, hiding it through the church, the Vatican. And then they have these monks that are addicted to chocolate, guarding it in the thing. Like, it's the craziest calm-filled movie. And then at the end, I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but there's only one Oompa Loompa, and he's called the Orange Man. and he saves everybody at the end. And he's like, and they're like, "Thank you, Orange Man. Thank you, Orange Man." And I'm like, oh, come on, you guys. Like, it's so funny. But the Willy Wonka guy they get trapped in the chocolate under the Vatican, he and the little girl. And while he's down there, he does something to the money or the chocolate, and he fixes it. And when it comes out, he wants to give it to the world, to everybody, for everybody to have it. And when it comes out, it's like golden chocolate. And it's been right under our feet this whole time. Just sounds very familiar.
Sounds a little like the Road to Ruta theory.
A little like the Road to Ruta. Yeah.
Definitely does.
Anyway, so go watch Wonka with your kids and family. And
all right, I got something to watch this weekend.
Gives me some hope. Yeah. And makes me giggle.
Why are we watching this?
Yeah. And I hope your kids are as annoyed as mine was when he was like, "Mom, I felt like I had a little Westwood sitting next to me. Not everything is a calm." I'm like, well, sometimes it is.
The kids, that's an old, when did that movie come out originally?
It's a brand new one.
Oh, this is a new one. Okay, gotcha.
A brand new one, yes.
Yeah, so you're not saying don't watch the original one, watch the new one.
No. It's just called Wonka.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That one. Yeah. That one, the one that just came out.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe they'll watch it then, because when I try to watch too old of stuff, we can watch 80s, watch a lot of 80s stuff, 90s stuff with the kids.
Yeah, no.
That stuff's not woke. But if it goes back too far, they're like, that's ancient for them. But all right, so it's a new.
I think they'll like it, and it's very much like what was that little show that they sang a lot? Greatest Showman. So it has like some little songy things, and it's very like bright and colorful. And
I'll watch it. I don't watch many new stuff, Lisa, but I will watch this on your recommendation.
Yes, and giggle the whole time because I did.
Okay. I will giggle.
I was like, yes. And I'll put that poem on my Patreon for everybody too, so they can see it. I'll link to that because that was just very strange as well. There's just a lot out there right now. I feel like we're so close.
There's a lot. I feel like this Evergrande thing is big.
Yeah.
Who did a video about it? That was pretty good. That guy, David Nino Rodriguez, and Bo Pony did a video.
Mm.
And then Bix talked about it a little bit last night. I don't know if he talked about it today. I didn't watch any videos today, but he did touch on it as well. I think the thing is that I think Bo Pony said was that, and he initially had said it was going to take 2 years to kind of play out. And I think it's 2 years and 4 months from when this whole thing started. Because everyone's like, yeah, it's been going on for a while. It's been going on for a while. It has been, but it's been kicking. Now they actually are liquidating them and declaring bankruptcy. So now all those bonds don't pay out anymore. And who has exposure to the bonds, and also what derivatives were.
So the derivatives are being exposed then through that.
This could be lead to a derivative bomb. You know what I mean? If
I wonder if that's the same thing that's going to happen with the Facebook or Meta stuff. So I kind of caught parts of it today on Bloomberg, that when the bell call or whatever they call it, stock market came in, that they were actually going to have like a share, some kind of payout or something, because they had such a big earnings in the quarter or the whatever, and then plus 50 cents a share or something like that. And they were like, oh, we thought it was going to be one or the other, but it ended up being both. And it was I don't know if it was for Apple and for Meta, but it was definitely for Meta, because he had such a terrible exposure in Congress yesterday. Zuck, basically was exposed for child sex trafficking, being like one of the biggest doorways for that through Facebook, and not
Facebook.
doing anything to shut it down. Yeah, not closing it down, and and then saying, oh, well, we're not responsible for it because this is a public forum. They want it both ways. They still want to hold that Section 230 as a protection, but then they don't want to be accountable to it either. So I don't know. I think that will be interesting as well.
Yeah.
All that's going to
lot going on. What else is going on? Oh, we got Celsius.
Yeah, tell everybody about that. I haven't kept up with that.
Celsius was the crypto lending app, and they had a thing in there like the Earn program, and that went bust back in 2022, and funds have been locked up in there. So they are finally, a ruling came out yesterday that was filed with the court that they are going to distribute funds.
Oh,
now there's a schedule to do it. Actually, if you log into PayPal, in the crypto section, it says enter your Celsius claim code here. So
they're going to use PayPal to pay out.
They're using either PayPal or Coinbase. And then you can just transfer the funds out of there. They're paying you out in Bitcoin or Ethereum, but it's going to be paid out through one of those two platforms. And then which I don't have a problem with. I'd rather them just send it to a wallet address.
Yeah.
But I think as long as you can transfer out, which you can. So if your account gets credited with Bitcoin, if you want to transfer it to a private wallet, an Exodus wallet, a Ledger or something like that, you can transfer out of both of those platforms. So I don't, as long as people are getting money back.
Are they getting all of their money back?
No, no. Okay. So I think the reason why they're probably electing to do it in those platforms is because Celsius app itself is going to be no more.
Mm.
So if they say, hey, if your funds are now set back in Celsius, well, if Celsius is no more and they shut it down, what if you're not paying attention to this? You know what I mean? Then you get screwed out of your funds. Coinbase or PayPal, I guess they figure those are the two least likely to close down. So that's, to me, why they're utilizing those. You're not getting all your funds back. So the lousy thing, I mean, this isn't a great outcome, but at least people are getting something back. Yeah. The lousy thing is they're locking in the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin price is locked in at 19.9. So you're getting credited back like Bitcoin's $19,900. Then you're getting a percentage of that. So you're getting, if Bitcoin right now is at 43,000, you're getting a lot less than the value that you have in there currently. I think it's 57.9% distribution is going as a liquid cryptocurrency. And then you're going to get maybe around 15% in some shares of some company.
Oh, God.
New company. So whatever that happens with that, and you can't buy or sell it right away. It has to be listed on NASDAQ. Mm-hmm. So I would just take your crypto, transfer it to a private wallet, and move on with your life. But at least you get at least you're getting something back. I mean, it's not a great outcome, but it's,
wow, that's terrible.
Yeah. Now the lousy thing is, if they would have done this back before Bitcoin ran up, you would have had access to your Bitcoin at maybe $20,000, $25,000 per Bitcoin. Now you're getting access to it at 43,000. It doesn't. That's the lousy thing.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's just like, The system has got to change. These middlemen keep taking the lion's portion of every win. And we, the people, don't have a voice. We don't have a way to fight back. We're just supposed to take the scraps and, well, at least we got our little this back and go on. Like, that's where, we've got to say enough and no. And like Westwood says, opt out and say, I'm not picking up your dirty fiat. I'm not trading my Bitcoin in for those dirty dollars anymore. I'm not going to get into your system. I'm going to find people that'll work peer to peer with me. And if they don't, then I'm not going to support their business, because that's not how I'm going to do things. I mean, we have to have like a Bud Light moment with every business that says they want you to stay in the slavery system,
Yeah. If you get money back from this Celsius thing, definitely don't sell it you don't have to sell it for dollars. Definitely transfer the cryptocurrency out of there
and put it on a brand new wallet, not on a wallet that you have other currency on, because most likely this is tainted coins. These are coins that they know every number of that coin. Those are tracked coins.
Or a wallet that uses coin control.
What's coin control?
So let me explain what coin control is.
I don't know what that term is.
Like that Stack wallet I've spoken about uses that. Certain wallets use that. So basically, if I go to receive Litecoin from you and I'm using coin control, now when I go to say in a normal wallet, if I accept Litecoin, now it goes into basically a pool in the wallet. Then if I go to send a payment out of there, it lumps all the transactions together as an output. How Litecoin and Bitcoin work, it's like an input-output system. You send the value out, and then it transfers it back to you, the change, basically. It's kind of like paying with $100 bill, and then it gives you back your change. It does that automatically on the network itself. So you can isolate which coins you send the transaction from. This way it doesn't lump them all together. That's a lot better for track and trace purposes, to stay one step ahead. Because I might have, exactly like you said, hey, this could be tainted. It could be, who knows what it could be.
Yeah, you just don't know.
So now if you go to send crypto back out of a wallet like that, you can say, all right, I want to send it from these coins that came in. You might be transferring to an exchange. You might say, hey, I've got to send this to an exchange to do something with. I don't want it to flag the transaction. Let me send it from coins that I know where they came from, so that it's not tainted or whatever. So that's the whole idea behind coin control. Most wallets don't use that. Like an Exodus wallet, Exodus just uses one address. It stays stagnant the whole time. So your Litecoin address in Exodus a year later from now is the same Litecoin address, or it was a year ago, it's the same Litecoin address. That's not good for privacy or security. Now, not to mention, everyone could see what you have in your wallet. They could see everything you've had that's went through that wallet. Mm-hmm. So maybe you don't have anything in there. You say, I got nothing to worry about. I got one Litecoin in there. Well, maybe you've used the wallet for 5 years.
Right.
Maybe they go to look up that address on a block explorer, and they say, oh my God, 50,000 Litecoins have been transferred through this address. Yeah, they only got one Litecoin in there now, but there's a lot of volume moving in and out. Why? And or this person's a target. There's a lot of volume going. So when you coin control is key.
And you were saying Stacks is a wallet that has that?
Stack wallet is a mobile wallet that Stack's a great mobile wallet.
Is it like 2 X's or something? Everybody likes to misspell everything in crypto world.
No, this is just Stack, like Stack. They actually, I think, spelled it proper.
Oh,
believe it or not.
Nana will be so proud.
Another cool thing is too, most wallets, if I go to receive and say I send you an address, Lisa, I'm like, hey, Lisa, send me that Litecoin you were going to send me. And I send you my address.
Mm-hmm.
Say you don't send it to me for a week. Well, a couple of days later, I go to, even if it's a wallet that changes the address, it's not going to change until a payment came in. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So if I send you my address and it's a wallet like Light Wallet where it updates the address and you didn't send me the payment yet, and then someone else goes to send me a payment, it's going to pull the same address I gave you. So now when you send me Litecoin, it's going to be that same address the other person sent me Litecoin to. Links everything together. Stack Wallet will let you create a new address whenever you want. So say I have 10 people to get paid from. I can give each person a different address.
That's really nice.
Really nice. Then it has the coin control. So you can control which coins you send out from where. It also shows you the ordinals in there, where you actually can see the ordinal. You can see the picture and all that, which is obviously
That's
important.
good.
If you have an
Inside the
or
wallet.
something, you can't see it, what it is. What the hell's the point of it?
Right. Right.
I have this thing. What is it? Oh, I can't show you. What is this, liar's poker?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's
it's
really
there.
good.
Trust me.
Yeah. Do you have a link to that on your Twitter?
I don't. I've spoken about it before.
Okay.
You guys can hit me up and I'll send you a
Yeah, so in the description of this video, Johnny's Twitter handle is there. You guys can message him there or follow him on Twitter and send him a message there to get more information about Stacks. We're not being paid by Stacks or anything. We're just trying to give resources to people.
I mean, it's a non-custodial wallet. So it's a type of wallet where those wallets really can't pay people because there's no real revenue opportunity. If you hold the private keys, unless they're offering some type of trading, which I don't think they are. It's again, you hold the private keys. It's a privacy focused wallet, which is really cool.
That's important.
Just a good wallet. There's some good mobile wallets out there. Cake Wallet's good. Stack Wallet, Light Wallet's a good old school mobile wallet. But that Stack Wallet has a few features that they really thought out that are nice. Like Jason Moore said, coin control and ordinal support, and the fact of generating a new address whenever you want. Those are three factors that are really, really cool.
Yeah. Well, I love seeing the mobile wallets come on and the development there, because I think that is part of the adoption. When we first got into crypto, the wallet was such a hurdle in adoption, because they were just there weren't a lot of options and it was really difficult. I mean, my mom would have like anxiety attack telling me how she was moving coins around, I think she was in since 2014 or something. And so it's just really it's a huge thing for everyone. And I know in Cliff High's data, there's a thing about the granny wallet. And there's a data point around that. And so I keep waiting for the granny wallet to hit.
Good wallet is key. I mean, it's definitely having a good wallet's an important thing.
I just wonder if they're going to be on our Tesla phones after they take down the corrupt satellites, the China satellites. Do we have to get like the new Elon's? We have to go to Mars first and get on Elon's satellite system and get the Tesla phones going, and then we get the granny wallet.
Well, I don't think we're going to Mars anytime soon.
Well, when I say Mars, I mean MAARS, or is it MARRS?
Oh, okay. I'm like Mars. I'm like,
no.
Let's get to the moon first.
Yeah,
no,
I don't mean that.
Mars. Yeah, the real Mars to get there. I think that's that ain't never happening. That's not happening in anybody's lifetime. I mean, I'm honestly going to be shocked if they in my lifetime get to the moon with land a human on the moon. But I don't think that's. I mean, I would think maybe at some point in my lifetime they could. You'd hope that they faked it in the 60s, and maybe, you know, by 2050 maybe they can figure it out. But I don't even know if that's possible. So,
yeah. Well, I won't keep you. I know I've got dinner waiting for me, and sounds like you've got somebody hitting you up as well. But
yeah.
I wanted to definitely jump on here, talk to people about what's going on with bricks, Barclay, you know, the bonds, the banks, the banksters. Tell everybody to go watch that Wonka movie, because I just think everyone will get a giggle out of it when they're like, "Thank you, Orange Man. Thank you, Orange Man."
Sounds like some foreshadowing.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
And it
All right,
sounds very,
I got to
very
watch
good.
Cliff High's videos and then watch the new Wonka movie.
There you go. You got homework. Everybody's got homework.
All right.
All right. Very serious stuff.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Get your hard assets in your possession. Buy them. Keep stacking. Keep, you know, we always talk about it, but it's not a time to, there's so much going on. Now's not the time to be like delaying things. This is go time. It's now. It's a time to take action. So start taking action now. Like this is the final warning. I mean, we've been talking about this for years, but this thing could happen at any moment with everything going on. And you don't want to be there's a bank holiday and things aren't open and you're like, oh, I didn't buy anything. I don't have any silver, I don't have any gold, all my money's, I don't even have any cash. Like you just, even have some cash, put away. That's even a good idea.
Yeah, because you'll have to be able to get fuel. Well, the fuel pumps probably won't work. I don't know what'll work and what won't work. Who knows? I think we're all about to find out, though.
Cash will work for a while because if you talk to businesses, they understand cash. It's going to take a lot for these businesses not to. You could tell them the dollar's not worth anything, and if there's not much going on as far as internet and communications goes, in their mind, that's all they know. So in their mind, a 20 is going to be a 20. Now, and will we see in a situation like that? I don't think we could, in a situation like that, you're not going to see much inflation because, you would see items become very expensive because they're going to be scarce.
But not luxury items. Luxury items will be worth nothing.
Right.
And that is the time to swoop them up.
You'll see deflation. And another thing is, too, during a time like that, you might be able to find the deal of the century on certain things because like Lisa's saying, luxury items, people are going to be survival. Yep. You're sitting on a lot of hard assets. That's when you make your move.
Yep.
That's when you buy that item that's at a 80% discount because nobody wants it because everyone's worried about getting chicken or rice or whatever. So just get now's go time.
Rice and chicken now.
Don't waste any time. It is go time. It's better to be, Bix says, I think it's better to be 20 years early than one day late.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, better to be early than late. This is not a thing you want to be thinking about doing. So have hard assets, have some cash, have some food, have your ducks in a row and just be ready.
Be ready. You guys heard it here. All right. Give us a like, share the video. Thank you to everybody joining us in the chat. We appreciate you guys. You're great. Leave us a comment on the video. I've been going back through and reading comments and responding. So that's been a lot of fun too. And reach out to Johnny on Twitter at Johnny Litecoin and check out any way to contact me or any of the things I have going on over at litecoinlisa.net. Take care.